Oh, it didn't do the intro thing, the starting soon. Oops. Oh, well.
No,
Hi,
we are live
everybody.
anyway.
Welcome to Working with Friends.
Hey, guys.
I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. I know two people to that side of me. They've been raising money for Stand Up to Cancer, which, yeah, no, I could not do what you guys did, especially you, Chris. I would have been physically ill.
Yeah, it was horrible. The only problem with having hot sauce is that it lingers in your mouth. When you actually start eating whatever you put on it, it's not too bad. It's the aftermath, and some just lingers in your mouth, and it's just some sauces burns the tip of like your tongue and parts of your tongue. But when it then you have a sauce that then starts to affect your lips, like you feel like your lips are swelling up, and then it gets to the roof of your mouth, and that's when it becomes uncomfortable. But yeah, but all for a worthy cause. So we were just little contributors in what has been a fantastic movement amongst the community, trying to combat cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I love what you guys are doing. I could not participate in your particular challenges just because my stomach can't handle it.
But tomorrow, like, I'm with Martin and Maxine, and we're doing a build. Well, we're doing we build. We've got a set on standby, but then we might have to go back to a certain bag. So drop to, like, if we're in the middle of like bag 3, we might have to go back to bag 2, bag 1, etc. So we might get knocked back, So yeah, I chose a set that I'm actually not too bothered about if I build it or not, because it's a Harry Potter set I really don't like. Make it a bit easier. So I'm like, tomorrow I'm building like the Quidditch trunk set that I've never built. Yeah. I wasn't really planning on buying until somebody was selling it at such a ridiculous price. I needed the figs. So yeah, so I'm not too bothered, because the pain is just building it. I really don't like that set.
I have not built any of the trunk sets yet. No. I have them. Some of them are back there.
Yeah.
Some of them are over there. They're everywhere. It's me.
I'll tell you the main reason why I actually bought that set is because you need it if you want to build Ministry of Making's quality Quidditch mock. And that is something I really would like to do in the near future, just gradually get the pieces for it, because it looks phenomenal. He's in the middle of making Wheezy with Wheezes. And he said he was going to be around about April. But I think that's why he's so good, because he doesn't rush it.
Yeah.
He will constantly refine it, and he gets it validated by other people in the community. So I know he runs his sets by his designs by High Tea Toys and so on. I know he's done that in the past. So that's good, just to get other eyes onto it before it goes on like Rebrickable and so on.
That's smart.
It is very smart. He sort of created his own sort of quality assurance process when it comes to designing his own stuff, and that's pretty good. You can see by his mocks they got a lot of care and attention to them.
Yeah, they do.
You still enjoying Ninjago City, TJ?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great up there. So I moved some of the Ninjago modules. You can see my other shelves have other things. So just to kind of get some variation. So markets, workshops, and the garden portion of gardens are over there on a table. But I like having these two up here. I'm going to leave them up here for a while while I clean up the disaster zone. This disaster zone over here, that is the Temple of Air Jitsu. There's where the other modulars are.
I've seen worse, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mess. There's a mess over here, dude. It's a mess everywhere. It's fine. It's all fine.
It's Lego. I feel like it's supposed to be a mess.
Yeah.
Personally. How did your fundraising go, TJ?
Oh, it went well. I went for a couple hours. Was working on this set. I should show the box. Lloyd's Jetpack. This thing.
Oh, cool.
The set I'm absolutely in love with. And it's been great so far. I've gotten through 7 bags, and I raised just over $200 for Stand Up to Cancer, which is
that's
2/5 of the way through my goal. We've hit a couple of milestones already, so I have a polybag giveaway going, actually, and I at some point have to eat a lasagna in the Garfield costume that I bought.
Yes.
Which here, hold on, I'll go get part of it.
I love that. I love that. Hey,
sent
Mark.
it.
How are you?
Hey, Mark. Well, I have replied, but it comes up as you, Fab, when I reply to the comments.
Oh, that's okay.
So that evening, Mark, it's from me. Yeah. So yeah, how you doing, Mark? How was your stream earlier? I missed it, unfortunately, mate. Which I feel a bit bad, but
There we go.
I'll get back to the reason why. Let's have a look at TJ.
Oh my God. I love it.
So I have a whole there's a whole outfit, but this is just the easiest, most easily accessible thing. I'm not going to be able to like clip this together because it restricts moving on my mouth up and
Right.
down. But yeah,
I love it.
it's good.
So wait,
Good-
this is going to
good
be
stuff.
tomorrow night?
No, this is going to be sometime in the future.
Sometime in the future. You gotta let me
Yeah,
know
don't.
so I can catch it.
It'll be on my Insta story, and I will know the day before I do it. So I'll be able to notify everyone here.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I definitely need to watch that because, you know, Garfield fan, have to watch it.
Yeah.
And TJ fan, obviously.
It's good. It's good that people are doing that. It gives people a chance and perhaps a valid reason to do things and be a little bit silly for a while. It's an important part of this time of the year because there's a lot of cancer. Cancer fundraising is often an all year round thing, but for us at the moment over here, we're close to our Macmillan season. So we have like Macmillan where people do like they host coffee mornings and so on for friends, and they all center that around raising money for cancer, and it's it's really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh no, Mark, praise for Hogsmeade. We'll mention Hogsmeade in a bit. I missed the stream because I've been decorating the living room this week. A lot of hours this week, and because we're trying to like instead of dismantle old furniture, we're trying to like sell it. So you get a little bit of money back, and then you ain't got the hassle of taking it to a recycling center and so on. So today, my dad and I, because my dad's helping me because my dad's retired and I'm off at the moment. We've moved up to the bedroom now, so I'm decorating the bedroom. So we had to get an old chest of drawer and a wardrobe from upstairs to downstairs and get it next to the front door. So when somebody reverses to get it, they can just, it's easy for them to just go and get it and drive off. So yeah, we had to just do a few extra things today in preparing for when we paint my bedroom, my wife and I, my bedroom and my wife's. So yeah, that's why I was busy this afternoon. But I hope it was a good stream, Mark. It must have been if you was talking about Hogsmeade. You must have had a record people watching.
It was a good stream. I caught part of it. It was a good stream.
Yeah, I'll catch it on the replay, gang. I'll tell you what, at the moment, thing is, I've had this ever since I was a child, that because I was when I was a kid, I was like, it really got to me when my parents argued. I hate seeing my parents shout at each other. And I remember like when I used to, in bed, I used to just listen to something because I used to hate hearing my mom and dad shout at each other. And this just never left me. And I always listen to something before I go to bed. I cannot fall asleep to silence. So I often catch up on like streams, or I listen to streams when I go to sleep. So I'll have to catch your stream tonight. If I fall asleep, it's not my fault. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm building, by the way. I already started. I started my build during Mark's stream because I was like, why not? Then I'll be able to finish it on the stream, our stream.
Yeah.
That was my thinking. So I've been building.
I'm not building anything at the moment. I'm just chilling and chatting.
Yeah. I have things I can tear down, but I'm not building anything at the moment. I've just got I've got too many messy things over there. So
you do have a little bit to clean up over there.
Yeah, amazing.
Just a little bit.
Amazing voice, Mark. You haven't got a voice like Hypnosis Tape. I didn't mean to come across like that. I'm a good sleeper. It doesn't take me too long to fall asleep. It's just I like listening to your voice before I go to bed. Let's just keep it at that. Yeah.
Mark does have a calming voice.
Oh,
it is a very calming voice.
You should do the Harry Potter books audio. You'd be good at that.
I'm gonna take apart this.
Oh, that
So
that looks
basic.
like fun to take
Yeah,
apart.
this is the this is the base of the monastery build that I did, which is very nice, but it is also just kind of like randomly assembled together. So see how it goes.
I'm actually building the Wednesday and Enid dorms
Oh, that's cool.
because I actually just last night I finished watching part 1 of season 2,
It's a
and
good.
it was really good. I really liked it. There was
Yeah.
a twist I was not expecting. Like I thought I knew what was going to happen, and I was wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't usually happen to me with shows, but it did with this one. I was just like, oh, okay. I was not expecting that twist. I was expecting a different twist, but cool.
I need to give it a try. Would you recommend watching Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I like the old Addams Family 90s movies.
Yeah, I like it. But I like spooky stuff. Like I like anything that could be considered spooky like that. Like it's a fun spooky.
Yeah.
Little dark. I like stuff like that. That's what I like.
Yeah. Dark but not gory.
Yeah, I only like gory if it's zombies, like Walking Dead. I don't like any other gory. Like I don't like the Saw movies or anything like that. I hate those. But if it's zombies, I'm all for it.
I don't mind the first Saw. The first Saw I thought was decent. It had a bit of a good storyline, a good ending actually. But then when the sequels came out, it just seemed to really focus on so many traps and goriest traps and so on. It just kind of lost its magic from the first film.
Yeah, I didn't like the first one. I didn't like the last. I only watched the first one, and I did not like it. I was like, this is too much even for me. Oh, I should probably show where I'm at on my build too. This is where I'm at. I've done I'm on bag 4 right now out of 7.
Nice.
I gave myself plenty of a head start to get finished.
That's cool. What are you building, TJ? TJ?
Taking apart.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Wait, this one then.
A few too many stickers for my liking, but we all know I don't like stickers. 1 sticker is too many in my opinion.
You must like Morticia's cottage, and that's
reveal. I love that. I absolutely need that. I'm not sure if it's going to be a day 1, just because I'm going to have to recover from the Harry Potter purchases.
Yeah.
But I will be getting it at some point. Like I didn't get any of these day 1. Any of the Wednesday sets, I didn't get any of them day 1. I don't even think I got the Brickheads day 1.
What issue does that come out the same day as Hogsmeade?
No, it comes out in October.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's one of those sets where you know it's going to be discounted. It's a bit different like the Hogsmeade one because it's like it's not going to be discounted anytime soon.
No, that will not be discounted anytime in the near future. And if it is, I will be shocked. Absolutely shocked. So do we want to talk about the new releases and what's coming up?
What I wanted to ask TJ was just before we talk about Hogsmeade in Death Star was actually the Old Town set that's meant to be coming out in January. Do you think that's going to be a modular? Because I've seen the piece count just shy of 5,000, but is that really going to come out on the first day of like the traditional modular? Hi, PBJ.
Yeah,
Hi,
it's tough to say. Hey, PBJ. Yeah, I don't know what else it could be that would sell really well because it's rumored to be at $310 right now, $310. Although that could go up as we've seen other things go up, but I don't see what else Lego could make at that price point and that piece count that would appeal to a large audience. Because these Ninjago sets, these big sets, the modulars, they appeal to more than just Ninjago fans, and I think Lego banks on that a bit, so it's got to appeal to that wider audience. So I don't know what they could do. I think it's going to be a modular. I think also maybe the name Old Town, because sometimes the Ninjago sets, like the names the names change depending on what stage we're at in the rumors. So it could change to be like Ninjago City Old Town or something like that, or Ninjago City something.
Yeah. It's what is it meant to come out the 1st of January, not in the middle of January?
Yeah, 1st of January is what it's rumored at.
So we could have 2 modulars
come out of. Yeah, and Markets is retiring at the end of this year, so maybe they want to have 2 modulars on shelves at the same time. Because we had that brief time period this year for 2 months where there was only Markets on shelves, and then they had workshops. So yeah, and so it looks like from the rumors, what we've got for the January wave is most of what we're going to get for the first half of the year. There are 2 sets rumored for March. One of them's a 4+ set, and then the other is a 14+ set. It's going to be a Lloyd mech with almost 1,300 pieces. So that'll be like maybe in like the Ninjago Legends category or something along those lines, something appealing to an older audience. So what we see for January wave, all the text leaks, is what we're going to get. So I guess they're deciding to do that now, or to drop it January 1st.
Yeah.
I like how they don't give us enough time to recover from Christmas shopping.
No.
Yeah, I will say, like, even besides like holidays and stuff, that would not be the set that I would pick to get day one. The set I want to get is that 4 weapons blacksmith, because that's it's based on a classic Ninjago location, and that appeals to me specifically. So I really want to get that one first. And that would actually break my Ninjago modular streak, because I got Gardens day 1, I got Markets day 1, and I got Workshops day 1. So that would end the streak if it does turn out to be a modular.
Do you think Old Town is there a specific place in the Ninjago universe that's called Old Town? Because I'm not a big Ninjago fan, but obviously the Ninjago modulars appeals to me. Old Town for me, this is just my first interpretation of the title of that set. It just sounds like retrospective. It just sounds to me they could amalgamate the 2 very first modulars into one.
Yeah, that's a theory that I have as well, is that it could be an amalgamation of the 2. The other theory that's kind of out there is that it's some sort of version of Jimonokai Village, which was like a village that appeared in the early seasons of Ninjago and hasn't been seen in a while. But I think it's more likely to be an amalgamation of the original 2, which would be interesting to see, especially like for me right in the middle. Like I've got City and I plan to get Docks, and then all of a sudden they do an amalgamation of both. That would be interesting.
But if they do that, you'd still very much want to get Docks, wouldn't you? That still wouldn't slow you down or stop you, would it?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. I'd still be looking for Docks. I'd still want to get it to complete the collection.
Of course.
Hi, Redmond.
Hey, Red. How you doing, mate?
But we'll see what it is. But I think even if it does, modular, not modular, it would have to be something absolutely amazing for me to put above the 4 weapons blacksmith.
Yeah. What's the biggest set to not be a Ninjago City modular? Is it the City Temple?
I think it's Tournament Temple City, but let me check. I know that the Old Town is going to be, I think, the 4th biggest Ninjago set, and that includes Ninjago movie sets, because for whatever reason, Ninjago City, or like the Ninjago movie stuff, isn't a sub theme of Ninjago. It's just its own theme. But yeah, Tournament Temple City. So that thing, is the biggest non-city set.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Mateus.
And then after the modulars is the 2 bounties and the Temple of Verjitsu as well, the movie bounty and the temple bounty.
Yeah. Do you wish that the the temple set that you just showed us, you would prefer if it had like base plates under it and it's got the trans pieces? Would you have preferred that?
Based on how the location turned out in the show, yeah, I think so. I think I would have preferred that, because the the building that we got isn't really representative of what's in the show. But the City of Temples is a much bigger location, formatted a bit differently than what we see. So yeah, I would have preferred some sort of base plate arrangement, but it also wouldn't have fit in within the Ninjago City because it's not in Ninjago City; it's a different city.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you reckon you're gonna finish your build by the end of the stream, Fab? Or
Huh?
do you reckon you're gonna finish your build by the end of the stream?
Well,
How
if
goes
you
your
guys keep talking, I'll be able to do it.
Yes, Mateus, you got a lot of bus drivers at the moment, haven't you? I saw your post earlier. You got like a crew of bus drivers. Is that for your city?
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I am getting excited for Ninjago next year because next year's the 15th anniversary. I think an amalgamation of the original two would make a bit of sense for the 15th anniversary.
Yeah,
like, it'd make more sense than any other year. So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm up for whatever they do. I'm gonna buy it either way. I'll be honest. It's Ninjago. I'll
15
buy
years.
it.
15 years in Ninjago and 25 years Harry Potter next year.
Yeah. It's going to be a big year.
It is. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything special for it. There's no information about whether there's not any concrete information about whether they're going to celebrate 15 years. Do you know if they're going to do that? Is there anything that, they're going to... For
Ninjago, they are. There's going to be that 4 Weapons Blacksmith is one set that's coming. And I wrote down the others. Let me check the others. So the 4 Weapons Blacksmith, that's Kai and Nia's and their parents' blacksmith shop where we first meet Kai and Nia in the original pilot episodes, and we see them again occasionally, or that location again. I think the last time we saw it was season 7. But yeah, and then we also have, I guess I included the old town in kind of that category in my head as well. And then there's a Ninja Anniversary display that's also coming. And we don't know what the price is.
Ninja Anniversary display is probably going to be like the big thing, maybe?
I think that it's
no.
Hold on, I gotta see. There's a piece count for it, but I didn't write it down in there. I gotta find it somewhere else.
Or maybe it's just going to be something to display a bunch of minifigures on. So maybe there's going to be special minifigures.
So the 15th anniversary display is going to be 447 pieces.
So I'm thinking it's going to be a minifigure display for special minifigures that'll be in all these sets. Like kind of like how they did the gold figures for Ninjago, and then the gold figures for Harry Potter.
There are rumors floating around of some special collectible figs for Ninjago, but I don't know how solid those rumors are.
It does seem like Lego likes to do those kind of figures, though, because they did it just recently for Star Wars. What was that, last year? I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I think it was last year and the year before. And then there was some for the 20th anniversary of something, which I have. They did it for Harry Potter with the gold figures. They've done Ninjago gold figures. So I feel like they like doing those special figures to mark anniversaries. So I feel like they will do that for Ninjago. And that's what that anniversary display is going to be.
What I would hope in the 4 Weapons Blacksmith is that we get some sort of remake of the original ninja suits, at least the original 4. And I think we could see either those suits appearing again in the Ninja Anniversary display, but rather than, part of like a playset or display scene, it's just like it's like some big like elemental display thing that they have going on. Something with like each of their powers in a section and whatnot. Is I think what I would like to see. But yeah, I think that'll just be like a little special display there. But yeah, it doesn't sound like that's going to be as big of a set. So 447 pieces.
Yeah, that's not that big.
Yeah.
I think Red Edmund's hitting the nail on the head there. Yeah, there are some experts on this panel. Star Wars. I can't say I'm an expert in Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but we might need to ask M&R if he wants to join us. I doubt that.
I don't think he would join us. Just putting it out there.
Yeah,
You never know. I
mean, you never know, but
yeah.
Yeah. And talking of M&R, when he was doing his, he's just finished a long stream with keep forgetting that kid's name. Sam's. That's it. Sam's. Is that right? Sam's. Yeah, they were just building
Sam's.
the Death Star, previous ones.
Yeah.
And then the new Death Star happened to leak in the middle of their streams, and obviously that's been a hot topic for the past 24 hours.
Yes, it has.
Oh yeah.
Very hot topic.
Yeah. Be interested to hear what your takes are on that set, the price, the piece, what it looks, the concept, the design. And obviously those in the chat as well, share us your thoughts about the rumored Death Star. That's obviously going to come out. We've seen the leaks. What do you think, Fab? What do you think of?
So I have my opinion, and then I also have Mike's opinion, because I refer to him because of Star Wars. In this household, he is the diehard Star Wars fan. He used to be into Lego. He is no longer into Lego. But as far as a Star Wars fan, he's the diehard. I'm the casual Star Wars fan. I can't remember the lore. I can't remember the canon. I just think it's entertaining to watch. I personally don't like it. The only silver lining for me is that I have for that set is that it is easier to display because it is flat. And going through comments that I've seen on Instagram, it seems like it's a split on how people feel about it. I do feel like it leans a little bit more towards the negative than the positive on the split, partially because of the price, which is very understandable. There's also just the disappointment that it isn't at least half a sphere, if not a whole sphere. Somebody pointed out that 3 of the dioramas that are inside the new set are actually dioramas that they've already made in the diorama series. The trash compactor, the throne room, and I don't remember what the other one was.
The Vader's meditation chamber.
Yeah, maybe that was. Yeah, I'm going to go with your expertise on that one because I don't know. And the other disappointment is the minifigures. Hey, Ems, how are you?
Hi, Ems.
It seems like there's not a lot of printing on a lot of the minifigures. It also seems there's a lot of disappointment in the dual moldedness and the lack of dual molds on minifigures. For me, it's a hard pass. So I asked Mike about it because he's the diehard fan. When I showed it to him, he was like, what? He did not like it. He thought it was disappointing. He would expect at least a half a sphere for something like that. He doesn't think that it's worth $1,000. So for him, even if he were still into, because I asked him, if you were still into Lego, like going back to when you were excited about Lego Star Wars, would you have wanted that set? He said no. And I was like, okay. If the price was lower to say $750, would you want that set? He was like, eh. So
not convincing you.
He does not like it.
Yeah.
He does not like it. And I agree with him. I don't like it. I feel like if I was as diehard about Star Wars as I am about Harry Potter, I would be pissed that was the set that we got for our $1,000 set. But that's just me. That's my opinion. If I was a diehard Star Wars fan, it would still be a hard pass. If I wasn't as a casual fan, still a hard pass. I would not get that set for anything.
I think for $250, I think I would. I mean, if we're saying the exact same set that we are seeing, Elite, $250, 100%, $500, 100%, because that's $500 for 9,000 pieces. I would definitely say yeah.
I would for the $250. I would buy it as a parts. I would just buy it for the parts. I would not buy it to display it. I personally just don't like it. I would only buy it for parts at that point. For me, the only silver lining is that it is easier to display than a full sphere or a half sphere because it will fit onto a shelf easier.
Yeah. The only thing I'd like to...
Literally the only silver lining for me.
If it was like half a sphere, I'd question, like, because it would make the rooms look particularly deep. And I wonder if that would affect the rooms, because if it was, let's say, 20 studs deep, I don't think you'd see much of the rooms. It'd be like really, really dark. So I wonder that's probably why they've done it like that. And there'd be far too many pieces.
But can we tell
that you won't be able to see? I don't know.
Can we tell how deep the rooms are from the pictures? Like how many studs deep they are?
It's got the dimensions at the back.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to see. Let me see if I can find the...
See, yeah, that's the biggest problem. I think it's just that feeling of dropping $1,000 in one go. I think that's probably, even if you saved up gradually over the year, you still want to drop that $1,000 in one go. And it's like Lego, I don't think are going to discount it at least for the first 6 months, 9 months, because they want to see how well this goes. And I don't think it will look good on Lego if they start discounting that type of set very early on. So, like, to drop $1,000, it's not easy. Like, you know, if you get some people who buy the entire wave of Harry Potter or the entire wave of Star Wars, and that probably exceeds $1,000.
Yeah,
you know. But I think it's the feeling of getting multiple sets, and you've got that feeling of, right, I've got that wave now. Tick that off, and then that's it. So $1,000. I've got my views on the value, which I'll mention in a short while. Simon said what he said, Simon, you're not going to get it, are you, Simon? Let's start. So Simon says he doesn't hate it, won't buy it. Okay, right. So I assume it's because of the price, Simon. What else is there? Say, that's the pricing strategy. I don't know. Well, obviously the like a Star Wars team, it probably just all comes together. Look at the pieces, the new pieces that might be involved, the level of minifigures, the recoloring of parts, knowing what their audience is going to spend. I think people still going to buy the set. I still think that maybe they are pushing liberties with Star Wars fans. Maybe they are indeed pricing them out. Who knows? I've noticed a pattern with Millennium Falcon where they went Millennium Falcon, let's go a little bit more expensive with the AT-AT, and then let's go even further with the Death Star. And I think maybe they've been seeing how far they can push the consumer. And I think maybe they all got round on a table and probably thought, well, maybe $900. They probably just thought, you know what, let's just ask for an extra 100. That's just my thinking behind it. Background while I try and get some sleep. Yeah, cool. Hope you're all right, Emily. I know you've had a tough few weeks recently. I hope you are. Hope you're well. Yeah,
get some rest, Emily.
Yeah, get some rest.
Yeah.
You definitely deserve your rest.
Let's get one shot. In smaller in dimensions for a more sphere, personally. Okay. Suppose if around that Lego adjusting the supply and demand curve by upping the prices. Yeah, possibly. And pricing size, I mean, it's cool. Master builder set, but yeah. What's your thoughts, TJ?
I kind of like it, I'll be honest. Like it, when we first heard this rumor of $1,000 Death Star, I thought there's no way they're doing a full sphere, because it's not possible. Because it'd be, if they had one word like opened up and everything, it'd be too delicate. And I think if we want a full spherical Death Star, I think the Starship Collection is a better place for that and a better price point as well. So I'd rather see something like that in that area. So I was, as we were kind of getting more info about it, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be some sort of massive diorama. And now we see images of it, and I think it's all right. It accomplishes what it's supposed to. And the build, I think, is really good. I think the two issues that we have are the two issues that have been plaguing Lego Star Wars for a little while, and it's the fig quality and the price. And I think those two are going to be the main problems. Those are the main issues that we have here. Because the build looks, I mean, we haven't seen all that it can do and everything, but the build looks really good, I think. And it looks really good as a display piece. And I'm also thinking like the perspective of like someone who's not into Lego, who's not like a full-on Lego fan, but sees this on shelves, like Star Wars, and this is the one thing that they buy.
Yeah.
It's this and it's it.
And the minifigures will become more appealing, won't they? Because they won't, if that type of fan comes around, they won't have Farm Boy Luke in minifigures like Stormtroopers that just keep popping up in sets. So, all the minifigures would be new to that type of consumer.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the image on my other screen. That's what I'm looking at here. And
Yeah,
even like the fig quality issues of like no dual molded legs and such. The non-Lego fan, just the casual person who sees this on shelves and decides to buy it, they're not going to be aware of that issue. They're not going to be aware of the complaint centered around. They might find that out after, but they won't know it when they buy it. And yeah, it's a decently appealing piece, but then you have the price issue of $1,000. That's a lot to drop on this set, and a lot for the first $1,000 set.
That's just short of my mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, that is their mortgage or that is their rent.
Yeah, 100%. And for some people, that's what they earn in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some people.
Yeah. Like
I did ask Mike.
Yeah. It's not a set that's meant to be attainable for everybody, I think.
No.
But it's really far up there, and it's really, really pushing in that price area, because it's a bit. $1,000 is too much for what's here. It's still, I think, like, 800 might be the top that I'd pay for it. So like basically 20% off, but yeah, 1,000 is a bit too much.
Yeah.
Now, I did ask Mike, like, what if it didn't say UCS on it? Like, were you expecting something different because it said UCS? And he was like, yeah, I was expecting something different. I was expecting something more full, basically more round. Whereas with this, it's a diorama, but just big. So, like, I think a lot of people have different expectations when they hear those three letters UCS. They have completely different expectations. I am one of those. I would not expect a huge diorama. I would expect a ship or a vehicle or a something, but not a diorama. I would think if you're going to want me to spend $1,000 on a diorama, call it a diorama. Don't call it a UCS, because everything up until this point that has had UCS in front of it has been some kind of a ship or a vehicle or a something. Not a diorama.
Again, I think that name is, again, not meant to pull in us, the Lego fans. It's meant to pull in the casual person who's not into Lego. They see that big name, Ultimate Collector Series. It's the ultimate set, and it's part of what draws you in.
Yeah, you're right about that. But as the Lego community, they expect when they hear UCS for a ship or
But the way Lego markets to us, the Lego community, is not through the name, and to an extent, not even entirely the build. It's the minifigs is what a good portion of the Star Wars community will want, particularly Krennic finally appearing in a new set, Galen Erso in a set for the first time, the Hot Tub Trooper also appealing, although that could maybe be a smaller subset of the community, and some of the Imperial officers.
I'm the one who would want the Hot Tub Trooper. I like the
that's
Star Wars.
Yeah.
That would be me. So, like, if I could find that minifigure separate, like on Bricklink for a semi decent price, which we all know it will not be, I would get it. Like, that's why I want the Black Millennium Falcon, because it's off from the traditional.
And the Dignitary minifigure as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll be appealing.
Yeah, I think that's a shame that they didn't put dress printing on that figure, only because you can't see them making that minifigure again anytime soon. Or they plan to make a sphere like Death Star in 2 or 3 years' time, and they probably think, oh, we could introduce this minifigure and give him, sort of dress printing. But if they don't plan to bring that character back anytime soon, make the most of that character, make it the best you possibly can get it. And I'm not a big fan of these dress pieces where they've got no printing. I think it looks worse when there's no dress printing. Like, if you remember the Molly Weasleys from the Attack of the Burrow and the Diagon Alley set, like the absence of printing in the dress was just a lot more noticeable compared to like legs.
Yeah.
Like, so I find dress printing pops a bit more.
Yeah, Morgan Elsbeth maybe, I think, should have had a bit more detail.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they had opportunities, right? They brought that character back, didn't they? It was
and then they just gave her and then they just gave her plain black legs in the second set.
Yeah, gave her a new head printing, is that right? Yeah, because she takes on a different form.
It was just I just built that set actually.
It'd be interesting to hear your feedback on that. Obviously the figures are very good, but the actual build.
The figures are what I bought this for. I'm glad I got it on clearance when I did.
Yeah.
But it's the build is okay. The stickers are a lot. The stickers on the ground should have been prints, because there's enough of them to where they could have been prints. All these stickers on these black things, whatever they are, I can understand those being stickers. That because it's I think 6 different designs of the 8 panels. So that I can understand. There's 8 of these 2x4. There's 4 of these.
They should be stickers. Those should be prints.
Tiles. Yeah, those should be prints. So that's my complaint. Other than that, like it's all right for what it is. It's not my favorite set, but it's okay.
That would make a really good that would make a really good minifigure stand for all the Ahsoka minifigures. That would be amazing. Imagine putting all the characters on that.
Yeah, good minifig stand, good place to display stuff. Yeah, it's an okay set. And like most Star Wars sets, it also suffers from the too high of a price point for what it is.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah. Go on. The minifigs, and the Death Star. Anyone in that council room, even Tarkin. The last time we had a Tarkin minifig in a set, 2016.
Wow.
2016 was the last year. There was actually 2 Tarkin minifigs that year. There was one in like the tan outfit from Rebels, so that one may not be that one's still pricey apparently, but it's not as appealing. And then the other one was in the previous Death Star.
Yeah.
So and then the other Imperial officers are cool too. Yularen we've only gotten once before, and that's nice. Yeah, and
that is nice.
And Modi and Tag. Yeah,
that is nice.
The inclusion of those 2. These could have been. We've already had some of them as diorama sets on their own. I think we could have gotten like some of these scenes. Like I would have loved to see the conference room as a diorama. I think that would have been nice. But the other scenes that are in here, you could really only put in a big Death Star set. You couldn't release them as a set on their own. They wouldn't have that widespread appeal.
The conference room set. The conference room was going to be a set. It was leaked, wasn't it, or rumored at one point of the year? I wonder if this was what it was. The information was getting mixed up on.
Yeah, the Star Destroyer was originally rumored to be a conference room. Yeah. I'm really hoping that they get all the symbols and everything right on those Imperial officers. We haven't seen close-ups of any of those guys yet, so hopefully it's all correct. And if it's not, I'm not going to be happy.
I wonder if they're with the lacking of dual molded legs for all the officers and Yularen, like we know, like Thrawn, like the Thrawn minifigure you got behind you, that's got dual molded legs. I know from Harry Potter last year we had Igor Karkaroff in dual molded legs, so we know it's about. I wonder if there's a keychain on the market at the moment at Lego where they're just basically saying, right, if you want dual molded legs, go and buy the keychains. I wonder if that's why they're doing it, so it can just prompt more sales in the keychains department.
That's a good question.
I know it's not
I'm
an
gonna find out,
excuse
yeah.
because you're paying a lot of money. They should already have these dual molded legs in here. I just wonder if that's what they're doing.
Yeah, for $1,000 set, all the minifigs should be top quality, and unfortunately, they're not, and that's really disappointing. Like they have the C-3PO, so you can switch it out for the dual molded leg instead of the printed one. I'm not seeing anyone in the Star Wars category.
Have you noticed at the back of the picture, the picture where we can see the interior? Have you noticed where I think C-3PO is in the interrogation room, and they've hidden his leg piece?
Yeah, he's in like some sort of like whatever the office room is that they went after they dressed up in stormtrooper armor. Yeah,
I can't see. I know we can't learn everything just by one picture. Where is the stormtrooper in his shorts? The jacuzzi. Where is he?
We don't get a view of that in this picture, but the theory that I've heard is that it's at the very top where the astromech is, and it's sort of like hidden behind whatever wall is up there next to the elevator, because that's really the only place it could go.
I wonder, because if you look at the picture, there is something right at the top. This might mean that these are all working elevators. Or this could be a device that reveals that stormtrooper behind the astromech.
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm seeing right at the top?
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there's like a little cylinder piece and a couple of gears up there. I'm hoping that's a working elevator. I think that'd be better than just a reveal of a door, but yeah. There's also it's on the same level as the big Death Star dish, I suppose, right next to where Luke and Leia are swinging over. There's a gear just kind of in the floor. It's like a dark gray gear in the floor.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
I wonder what that does as well.
You don't think it moves what Luke and Leia are holding on to, do you?
Oh, maybe. That'd be good.
Just a thought. But the actual laser cannon part, I love that part.
I think that looks really good.
See, the thing is, like with this design, I'm glad it's not I'm glad that they've actually just given us like a frisbee type of style, only because if they made this into a full sphere, there's no chance, right? Because obviously the price would just be astronomical. And the thing is, like, I wouldn't like the thought of spending a lot of money going into all the panels and so on. And if you've got like a curve at the back, it's going to be so difficult to display. And I think they've really invested all the piece count into the interior and just like to really stretch it out. I mean, this thing is massive. I do like what they've done here. I really do. I think it's easy to display, more interior, more minifigures. And the fact is, it's like people complaining because it is a type of diorama. Like, you can't help it because it can't help but be like a type of diorama set, because these are rooms that happen to be in the Death Star. I think it's because you've got minifigures specifically for those locations on the Death Star. But I can't help but like the design of it.
Yeah, I think it turned out really well, actually. I think it's a very good set, and yeah, getting that spherical shape, I'd rather see that in the MIDI scales Starship Collection area, where it's in like that sort of price point, or maybe like the size of the Globe set that came out years ago, something around that size. That would be much better for a fully enclosed Death Star, because trying to make that at this scale, or even at like the scale that the previous Death Stars were, is just going to be very expensive, very fragile, I think, as well, and ultimately not very appealing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, you know, if it was a sphere, it's gonna be hard to display. I wouldn't like the thought of having the sphere like the previous one without the panels, where a lot of it's, you're not seeing the back because it's facing the wall or whatever. But I like the fact that you can easily see everything. And it seems like they are going to go for a little bit of detail at the back. So I've seen the dimensions picture at the bottom. It's not a perfect slice down the middle. There's lots of pieces sticking out. It's just details.
Yeah, there's a couple things sticking out. There's like a theory that there's like a little block at the very top that's sticking out, and that could either be like, I think that the theory that I've heard is that that's where the hot tub trooper is, or like where the behind whatever wall you can reveal it, and that's where the hot tub trooper is. Either that or it's the Emperor's throne room, and maybe that window sticking out. But yeah, I think this is better than the previous two Death Stars from a display standpoint, because you could never for one, they're basically the same build, but they had a lot of empty space depending on which section you went to, and you could never display all of it, from one side. Whereas, this you can see everything that you want to see from the one side.
Yeah.
I think it's done fairly well. It's just minifigs and price are really the only issues that I have.
Yeah.
And that's been an issue across the board for Star Wars.
It would have been nice to see the reactor shaft where Palpatine gets thrown down. That would have been really cool. And I don't recall. I think Darth Vader had multiple meditation chambers. Like, I know he had one on Mustafar. There might be one on the Death Star, but was there one actually on the Death Star?
I don't think it was ever shown. So let me look it up.
You think there would be one?
It was never shown on the Death Star.
I know he had one in his castle, his fortress, or whatever you call it, on Mustafar.
Yeah, and he had one on the Superstar Destroyer. But yeah, I mean, it would make sense if he had one on the Death Star, if he was going to be operating there. But yeah, I mean, I think people default to Episode 4 Death Star. I think it could be more likely to be Episode 6 because he seemed to have been there for a more extended period of time than Episode 4.
Yeah. So. Simon says, Death Star was never Vader's home. He had one on his Star Destroyer. Yeah. Because I know he had multiple. So there could have easily been one on the Death Star. Because, how often Vader had to obviously work there. He was one of the leaders, wasn't he? Supreme Commander, was that his role?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of the Emperor's enforcer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it says it's specifically on the Death Star, at least in canon, what I'm seeing. Yeah, it was on Tarkin's personal ship, which was stolen, and it was jettisoned, but then he got a new one, which he kept on the Executor. Yeah, it doesn't look like it says it was actually on the Death Star, at least in canon. It might have been in Legends. Yeah. But it makes enough sense for it to be there. And I can't really think of any other thing that they could have included in its place. Unless the hot tub for the hot tub trooper is missing, it's just straight up missing, which I don't think it is. Then I couldn't see them including anything else. And I think what were you
gonna say, mate?
I think for the hot tub, I think it makes sense to kind of keep that hidden because not everyone's going to be get that reference or really find the joke super amazing. So if they don't want to see it, just close it off. But for any of us hardcore Lego Star Wars fans who've seen that in the games, or someone who just finds that funny, then you can have that open and see that in there. It's like a little
yeah. I wonder. Well, the thing is, I really like how it looks tiled off.
Yeah.
It seems like it's tiled off from what I can see, which is really cool.
The exterior panels look really nice. Yeah, it all looks very, very clean, very smooth.
Yeah,
in just about every place.
and you've even got the laser correctors. And the laser that you got like spot on as well, because there was no laser coming through the middle. So you got the transparent piece.
Yeah. And I think that, previously they just didn't have the pieces available, or like didn't have the techniques available to accomplish something like that, but now they do, and that's really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because before they would just use a bunch of cylinder pieces in the middle. Yeah.
So, Fab, I don't think you're planning to get this anytime soon. So, are you getting this, TJ, or what do you need to do? Oh, you're on mute.
I am not.
Oh, I will never get it.
That's a no. TJ's no. So, if you did have to get it, what would persuade you, except for being given it for free?
I just want it at a cheaper price. I mean, like, honestly, I'd much rather buy a Ninjago. That's where my love is, and with the amount of Lego budget that I have, I'd put as much of it as I can towards Ninjago is what I'd rather do. I mean, if it were cheaper, the cheaper it would get, the more motivated I would be to pick it up, because it is a very nice display piece. Yeah, like if Ninjago was over, like if Ninjago just stopped, then yeah, I'd be more likely to get this. Like I'd make it happen eventually. But yeah, it's a bit too big. It's definitely too pricey, and yeah.
See,
I mean, even if it was perfect, like I just wouldn't be able to work it in at this time.
If there was a $1,000, oh, hang on, before I ask you this question, we have got Trevor that's just joined us. You all right, Trevor, mate? Thanks for joining us.
Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
How are you, mate? How's the family? And how's your weekend? What you been doing? Hope you're having a good week. On your way, Trevor, or you plan to go away, or you've just come back? I remember you telling me the other week. Sorry, but this week has been so busy for me, and it seems like everything I've done this week has just been a blur. So apologies if I can't remember, but yeah, it might be going away this week. Just let us know. It'd be great to hear from your adventures this week. So the question I want to throw to you guys is $1,000 Ninjago set, $1,000 Harry Potter set. You both love it. Would you buy it?
Yeah, I would.
I would.
Yeah.
If I love it, I would. It would take a lot for me to find the money to get it, but I would try to find a way, or wait for it to be discounted.
Yeah, I would find a way.
Because I think Harry Potter will be at that point in not probably for the next 5 years. I think they will. I think next year's Ultimate Collector's Edition set will be the most expensive, but it won't be $1,000. I think it'll be around about $700. And for my sort of calculated guess is going to be a Quidditch Stadium. I think that's going to be $600 to $700, and I wonder if Lego are going to do what they did with Star Wars. From my point of view, keep issuing a new set, gradually making it more expensive to see how far we can push the consumer. I probably wouldn't mind Harry Potter doing that at some point, because it might show that the theme is, on a really high pedestal. But for me, I would, if it was $1,000. Day one, I don't know. It depends. I mean,
it would have to be absolutely amazing to be for me.
It has to be amazing.
Yeah.
And there would have to be an absolutely amazing gift with purchase, like unbelievable.
Otherwise, there would have to be a GWP for me to buy it day one. And Ninjago doesn't really get like exclusive GWPs anymore. I mean, the closest thing we had were those BrickHeads for the 10th anniversary, but then you could just buy those later on. Like you're just able to buy those for $30. So
nice. Hope you had a fantastic time, Trevor, with your family. We had a nice time. Shrewsbury's a beautiful place. It's not a million miles away from me, and I like going down that end of the the woods and so
Hey,
on,
Stud
like
City.
Shropshire, Shrewsbury area, and so on. It's a really nice place. Bought a Bricklink camping adventure set with me to build sometimes while I was away. Oh, that's brilliant! That's excellent. So with the
that's smart.
a fitting set as well for your for being at in cabin. And we've got obviously Stud City with us. Hey Stud, hope you're doing well, mates. And people in the chat saying hi to each other, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah.
Now Simon said something which was quite important, and this is one of my reasons for why justifying the price. Now, I'm not saying you should just go and buy it. It's the price is reasonable, because I think at any set, $1,000 it's a tall ask to drop that amount of money in one go. So Simon's obviously tempted to buy this. If you buy room by room, obviously they've done that type of set before with the dioramas and so on. When I look at the individual rooms, I mean, it's 6 levels. From what I can see, it's 6 levels, and there's multiple different rooms, and there's what, 12, 13 rooms. I find if you individually value each room, right, and then obviously the ship that comes in, it comes with it, and then you value each room in isolation, and then you value the overall structure. I think if you did that, the set will be valued beyond $1,000. I think it would be, I don't know, 1,200, 1,300, something like that. I just wonder if you look at it from that point of view, where you start to value each room individually and the structure, and then all the minifigures that goes in, I think $1,000 could be deemed the correct price point. Now, and then when you look at it from the price per piece ratio, and for me, it's not always a good measure to do that, but it's not going to be $1,000 for us. It's going to be probably equate to about 800, 850, something like that, maybe even 900. Even let's just say 900 £900 for 9,000 pieces seems about right. I don't know what your thoughts on that is.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think, price per piece is like it's not. It used to be a bit of a better metric, but it's not so much a good metric for judging sets anymore, because there's a lot more smaller pieces that Lego uses these days, where it's like, 10, 15 years ago, when it was a more acceptable metric, we had a lot of bigger parts. So for me, that's a metric I consider, but it's not the only way I measure the value of a set. Yeah, I think, like every Lego set, I think would just want it to be cheaper. But yeah, I think it could have been a little. I'm not asking for like 500. I think asking for this set to be 500 for it to be half the price is unreasonable. But I stand by like the sort of around like the 800 range that I said earlier, and I think that would have been a much fairer price point for what we get.
Just want to jump in. Tom has just joined us as well. Feet up, live stream on, and $1,000 Death Star discussion. What could be better? Hi everyone. Hi Tom. I hope you're doing well,
Tom.
buddy.
Hi, Tom.
We know Tom is a big fan of this channel. Hope you enjoy our stream, Tom. Hope you're doing well, buddy, and enjoying the summer holiday off as well. Still 3 weeks to go. Still plenty of time. Don't even think about returning back to school. You got plenty of time. I'm certainly not.
Oh my God,
yes.
kids are already going back to school here. We got
we got
a couple school districts.
Yeah, it happens in early August.
No, we're in the middle of ours. So ours was 6 weeks. We've reached the halfway point. So I go back on the 1st of September. Sucks that I have to go back to work the same day Hogsmeade comes out. But my very committed wife is she's booked the day off on the 1st of September, so she can go to Birmingham for me and pick it up. So when I finish work, I'll have it day one, which is good. She's married. She has to do that, right?
Okay, I could not say that to my husband. That would not fly. So yeah, you got lucky.
I know. And it's bad as what I once said. I accidentally once said, "Well, I'm married. I legally own you." That did not go down well.
No.
Yeah.
No. If Mike would have said that to me, I would be in jail.
I know. Shed my what can I put it? Shed a certain area of my body as earrings. Let's just say that. People saying hi to each other. Fantastic. Seeing a lot of love in the chat. I wonder how many will be using their insiders points towards $1,000 Death Star. Well, speaking to Lauren recently, Lauren apparently is in a position where she has enough points to cover the cost, which she is planning to.
You mean Brightest Switch Bricks, right?
Brightest Switch Bricks, yeah.
Yep.
She's
planning having enough points to cover it.
Yeah, she's planning to. That was before this was all revealed. So whether she's still going to go ahead with that, who knows? But yeah, she's in a position where she can drop all those points. But the thing is, even if you got those points in that position, so I see the big problem of buying this set. One, dropping $1,000, but the thought, the psychology of me going through the fact that I could perhaps get 3 reasonably large sets on my wish list for the exact price. I need to get Ninjago City Markets. I would like to get the museum, and I want to get like X Mansion, for example, right? I could get all 3 of those sets and at a cheaper price as well at Lego. So, you know, when you think about it, I could make 3 individual orders with those sets. I can get 3 amounts of GWPs, all those points, etc. That's the hardest part, is knowing that what sets I could have got for the price that I would spend on the Death Star.
Yeah, it's a decision between, do you want to spend $1,000 on 3 sets, or do you want to spend $1,000 on 1 set? Which one is going to provide you, your personal self, the most value? Because what you perceive as value and what I perceive as value and what TJ perceives as value could be 3 completely different things.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll wait and see. It'd be interesting to see official images. I wonder who took the picture as well. It's in a factory somewhere. You can see like boxes in the background. So a rogue employee. Bit of a risk, because I have heard over the years that people have lost their jobs for doing things like this.
Yeah, they have. I know they used to have a position, like a couple of years ago, they had a position posted for basically trying to find the leakers and getting trying to find the leakers. I remember seeing it. I actually looked at it and I was like, damn it, you gotta live over there. Can't I just live over here and do it? But no, you gotta live over there and do it.
Yeah. Look, it'd be interesting to see. And also the fact that this expensive set comes out the month after what is a very expensive month, I think in September. So I believe the first 12 days of September, you've got Hogsmeade coming out. You've got the Black Pearl and Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
That is absolutely mad. You might be able to get all 3 for the same price as the Death Star as well.
How much is Hogsmeade rumored to be?
380, I want to say.
380 to 430.
Yeah, it still hasn't been decided.
430 is for like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's like the 380.
Yeah. Trevor.
Yeah, because
Santa better start saving.
Yeah. You do better start saving. Well done, Tom.
God
50.
Tom. I know how you feel.
I thought Trevor was 49. No, you gotta 50th. Tom, you gotta crack open that piggy bank. So whatever Fortnite sets you were saving up for, I'm sorry, mate, you gotta use it on your dad. Come on, he brought you into this world. He bought you sets. You gotta be. Maybe you can buy him a polybag or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So
50 polybags.
Yeah, assuming that Hogsmeade is on the low end, is on the 380 end instead of the 430 end.
Oh, I think TJ wants to talk about Hogsmeade.
Now the combined cost of that Black Pearl and Arkham is 1,060. So it's slightly more than the Death Star.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Well, at that point, what's another $60? I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely.
if
You
you're
could
already
then, like-
spending your mortgage or rent, what's another
Yeah.
$60? That's like
you
your utility bill, depending on your situation.
you could Death Star. I'm not saying people are going to do this. You could buy the Death Star, sell the GWP. If it's locked behind that expensive set, that's going to be what, £150, $200 or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then imagine if if somebody you don't care about Galen Erso. Let's say you are somebody who is like for me, for example, I love the original trilogy. It's my favorite. It's what I grew up watching, etc. But like Galen Erso, I wouldn't. If I got a set, I would not sell any of the figures if I love that set. 'Cause I like the completed feel. But like, let's say somebody who is like religiously obsessed with the original trilogy, and then people wanted to sell like the GWP, didn't feel like they needed it, and then they sold Galen Erso, sold Orson Krennic, right? You'd get a chunk of money back just by selling
yeah,
those 3 items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd make back a good, I would estimate like a good at least 300, maybe more. Krennic could go. I'm not sure how well Krennic would go because there's already a Krennic out there. Came out back in 2016, but Galen Urso definitely, and then that GWP as well, depending on what that comes with. I want to say that's rumored to be a TIE fighter, and based on the image that we see now, I'm guessing it'll be able to plug into the hangar scene that we have in there. I think that would make the most sense. But I think that's also rumored to come with 3 minifigs, so I'm curious to see who else they could include.
Yeah.
I think one fig I would like to see included is the commander from episode 6. The one who's kind of managing the Death Star and everything. I think it's Jerjerrod, I think is how you say it.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
He's like the one fig I feel like we're actually missing from this set.
Yeah.
And because he's maybe not on the episode 4 Death Star, but on the episode 6 Death Star, he's an important figure. He's one of the people in charge. So it would have been nice to see him appear in a set. So that would be a nice inclusion for the GWP. If it's going to be a TIE fighter, we're going to need a TIE pilot, and then maybe another one of those Imperial dignitary people would be nice. It's like a third fig to round things out. That I think would be pretty good for a GWP.
Yeah, I agree with Trevor.
Yeah,
it's comparing it to Hogsmeade, which I'm going to be buying September the 1st. It's going to feel like an easy $350 to spend, especially when comparing it to like the Death Star. I mean, I wonder. I think they've got to make the GWP really appealing to really kickstart this set that's coming out. I wonder, because there was a rumor that the 2 characters that are always next to Palpatine in the prequel trilogy, you got that bold woman, and then you got the guy with the horns. I can't recall their names. Now that they were rumored to be in this Death Star set. I wonder if the dignitary got they mixed it up with the dignitary, the character, the guy in the purple outfit. I wonder if one of those characters might be in the GWP. They got to make that GWP really, really appealing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, if they included the only reason why I could see them not including it is because it doesn't fit the scene at all. Because neither of those 2 were involved anywhere in the original trilogy. I'd rather see them in something prequel related.
Yeah,
but we've also seen Lego doesn't always care about such accuracies, and they could throw in anyone who's desirable to that GWP.
Yeah.
As long as it's a desirable fig, it doesn't have to make sense.
Absolutely. Brixtorium is in the house. Hey, how you doing, pal?
Trevor.
How you doing, Trevor, mate? No. Oh, what was I going to ask? Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was going to say, because Orson Krennic and Galen Erso, they're on the plaque stand. Because I don't think Galen Erso was ever seen. Not Galen Erso, and also Krennic. They weren't seen on the Death Star, were they?
Orson Krennic was on the Death Star. I think he was in the area, the control area where they target the planet and then they fire it. But yeah, Galen Erso was never on the Death Star. He's the fig that is included purely to get the hardcore fans to buy this set. Because I think there's a good number of fans that would not be looking at this set if it wasn't for the inclusion of Krennic and Galen. I think even the other Imperial officers in the conference room, like they don't have enough involvement in the movies and other live action animated projects for people to really be interested, except maybe Tarkin and Yularen, because those two are kind of more popular. But Galen and Krennic are very much in demand, especially after after Andor season 2 has come out. So those figs, especially just because they're included on the display plaque rather than in the set, those are just included to draw in all the fig collectors. Like that's like I think that's the only reason Lego's done it.
Hey P-Boo.
Hey
How you doing,
P-Boo.
buddy?
Hey,
Hope you had a good week, mate. So that's P-Boo. You going to Bricktastic next month? I plan to next year. I'm planning to. It'd be good to see you again. Obviously, P-Boo was at Bricktastic this year. Good guy. Good to meet you. Hope you're going again next year, not next week. Be good to see you again. So let us know. Yeah, I think we've maybe reached a saturation, but actually, no, I don't think we've even reached a saturation point with the Death Star. I think we can just keep talking about.
I think we should move on, though.
Yeah, I think we should move on. I think it's actually shocking here, Fab. I think we're going to actually be committing more time talking about the Death Star than we are with the Hogsmeade Village.
Yeah, I will make one.
I blame TJ.
I will make one final point. The three biggest Ninjago
Still not
sets
finished.
out there, markets, workshops, and Tournament in Temple City, that's a combined retail of $870. And I think there's so much more there than is what's in the Death Star.
Yeah, it's almost equivalent of one like summer way for Harry Potter. You know, it's just it is mad. We've got somebody else joining us.
Hi, Cheap Ass Bricks.
Hey, Cheap Ass Bricks.
Hello.
Quick question: why are you called Cheap Ass Bricks? Do you buy from AliExpress or something? Just wondering.
No, I think he buys all his Legos nice and cheap.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
all
he's going to wait.
Yeah.
So if you're going to buy the Death Star, then Cheap Ass Bricks. Yeah, I assume you're going to wait for a 98% discount.
Now that if it was 98%, I'd probably buy it.
Ask good to see you, mate. To be fair, Death Star is more controversial than Hogsmeade. It is with the price. I don't think anybody was going to be happy if it was a full sphere. I think people would be complaining how many pieces would be invested in the panels, how small it would be. If they had panels you could take off and it was round, it'd be hard to display. There'd be parts of the Death Star you wouldn't be able to see. You know, I don't think like if it was a big sphere, I wouldn't be putting on the shelf. I'd be like really trying to maximize the display value of that set. I would probably pull it on a little, I don't know, 40 by 40 table or something, because Lego don't care about, you know, what we've got to display the set. I don't think that should restrict them either. But I think with the design of this set, I think they may have taken into account how easy and effortless it's going to be to display a set. So like you can just bung this on a shelf very easily. Because they probably take into account, right, we're about to sell this really expensive product, the most expensive product on record. Like, we want people to feel like they can display it, because the amount of people I know, and like some of these great deals I get off Vinted, a lot of people say, oh, it's an unwanted gift, but a lot of them say, I've got no room to display it. Like, and what was the set I bought this year from Vinted? It was
What's so many?
Hocus Pocus Cottage. Like, somebody sold it for 55%. Didn't open the box. I got it for £95, I think it was, or it was 90. Sealed.
I know it was cheap. That's all
I know. A sealed boy, because she said she didn't have room. It doesn't take up that much space. Like, we'll clear things up, you know. Move your Royal Dalton ornaments or something, or porcelain dogs. You know what I mean? Kill that plant.
Use your Royal Dalton ornaments. Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Who needs plants?
I mean, I
yeah,
have
cheap
cats,
ass.
they would eat them. So
Cheap ass bricks. Does like the Black Pearl. That set ain't going to be cheap, and it's got a good ass as well. Have you seen the back of that Black Pearl?
Yeah.
It's got a fine booty. That's what I say. Yeah, let's see what else. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Marcus is saying, I just feel for the first big set for the price point, it would have been more wow than there. I think Fab was right because you said like it's very 50. I think it's more 60-40. I think people are not happy with the set.
yeah,
M&R likes it. I was watching a bit of.
I'm surprised that he likes it because I watched a video with him like last month or so, I want to say, and he was talking about how it's a diorama, how he thinks it's going to be a diorama, and how horrible it's going to be that it's a diorama, and he was like, "Oh, boo-hoo, no, don't like it, blah blah blah," and now he's like, "Oh my god, I love." I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
what happened?"
I think his like from based on like the text leaks about how it was shaped and all that, his like expectation just went way to the ground. Like they were so low that they could only go up.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, and it is. I think it did turn out better than a lot of people
100%. And I like to think that's why we are.
It is better than what I was expecting, but I still wouldn't.
I think that's one of the reasons why Lego is fantastic. I'd like them to be bold, have really grasp new design possibilities and opportunities and so on, because like I want them to design sets that I couldn't imagine have been made. You know, I just think the sphere was just too obvious, and I like Lego do something different, create sets that I just didn't imagine that they would design. It just makes Lego more exciting and interesting. It's like the big Hogsmeade. I can't get that word out me. This week, Hogwarts Express. I love the fact that it was really wide. I like it when they do that and just rip up the rule book occasionally and just say, right, okay, you guys expect this. We're gonna go a different direction. It just makes Lego exciting, you know. Yeah.
Well, I think they also like back themselves into a corner because like if they would have basically done another sphere, how would they have done it differently to make it more interesting than the other ones that we already have?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's kind of like what else could they do? Not much.
Yeah. I think the chat's getting a little bit annoyed that we're not talking about Hogsmeade.
I do see somebody yelling Hogsmeade at us. I'm not. I mean,
we were to be fair, Simon. This is a 24-hour stream. 2 hours committed to Death Star, 22 hours committed to Hogsmeade. So we are almost.
I was not notified that my own stream was going to be 24 hours long. I'm going to have to.
Sorry.
Afterwards, Chris. No,
I've got to refine my streaming manners a little bit because on Thursday, when Maxine ran to the toilet, I then said to the chat, right, just for $10, we will try the hottest sauce, and that was on her channel. Maybe should have asked her, and then she came back, and I just said, "This is what's happening." Sorry, I've got to work on my streaming manners. I really do.
When I was on Brooks Brick's channel last night, he's also fundraising for Stand to Cancer, and I said that if we hit, I think it was 400 for his fundraiser before the top of the hour, that I would do one of these. And that was different. That was just a punishment for me. That wasn't a punishment for everybody.
What is the worst flavor then? Like, what is the worst flavor?
For this one, the Reaper's the worst because it's the hottest. I mean, I haven't even had them all. I haven't had Sriracha and I haven't had Habanero.
It'd be nice to see Lego. It'd be good to see AFOS doing tier lists. That's not Lego. Maybe you can tier list like Bean Boozled.
For these, I don't know. Burnt Rubber is pretty bad.
Oh, that sounds awful. That sounds the worst.
Is pretty bad. And Old Bandage is pretty bad.
The furthest thing that you would possibly consume is the worst. I mean, wet dog, you might come in contact with a wet dog.
Yeah.
But a burnt tire and things like that. I mean, I'm not going to go out in my car and start licking me.
There's stink bug. The stink bug actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's kind of juicy, and I kind of like that.
Stink bug. That's what I call Technica builders.
The
Don't like
the
'em.
one flavor that's bad, but isn't really bad, is toothpaste. That's the bad flavor. It's like if you get that particular bean, it's a good time no matter what.
Would you ever like mix
There's
them up?
there's Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. That one's something. Peach or Barf, Juicy Pear or Booger.
Oh,
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun beans. If you want to see someone eat Bean Boozled, just tune into my channel because I do it there for
yeah.
random
Yeah.
reasons.
Stinky socks wouldn't be a bother because I teach PE all day and like my socks stink afterwards. You know, you can, yeah. Can weaponize. It turns into a weapon.
Yeah, Mark, that's the question we were asking the other day. That's not the first time that question has been asked. Is how do they know the flavor? Yeah, how do they know what these things taste like? What poor soul at the Bean Boozled company is tasting all these flavors?
That is weird. You're on mute again. Still on mute.
There we go. It did it down below.
You're still on mute.
What happened? No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
Sorry.
No,
I think I failed that when I said yes, you are. Okay. Sorry. Right. So people are getting agitated now, guys. We could be losing like subscribers for Lizzie if we don't talk about Hogsmeade. I mean, seriously, we when it officially gets revealed on Tuesday, we'll have to like have a bit of a deep dive, an even deeper dive next week. Are we bound to show pictures, aren't we, Fab? Yes, we are. Thank you for agreeing.
this isn't even my channel anymore or my stream anymore. I have questions here. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, this channel's called Bricking with Obs. Right. Yeah, so Hogsmeade. It seemed like it's got overshadowed because of the Death Star. Right. Now we're not
Oh, it
going to carry on.
definitely did. It doesn't seem like it did. It did.
It did. Now, I am in love, of course. I can't take off these bias glasses. I love it. You know, it's going to be the set of the year for me personally. I absolutely love it, and it exceeded my expectations because when I went into the like predicting what it was going to be. Now, I always thought it was either going to be between Hogsmeade Village this year or Quidditch Stadium. I was leaning more towards the Quidditch Stadium just because it's been so long since we've had one. Like, I've got reasons which I'm going to save for next week about why I think it's going to be next year's set. Hogsmeade, because we had that Advent calendar 2 years ago, they brought the Zonko builds and Hogshead builds. Aberforth was the new character that came out, and that's it. I thought, yeah, we're going to get something to do with Hogsmeade. I thought maybe just a Hogshead pub to go with the current Hogsmeade sets that we've had. And it's exceeded expectations because I went in thinking it's going to be 4-3 base plates like Diagon Alley. And I thought we'll just get Honeydukes, three broomsticks, Hogshead Pub, and Zonkos. And I thought we might squeeze in like Miss Puddyfoot's tea room. Mrs. Puddyfoot's tea room. I think she's married. Don't ask me who she's married to. I ain't got a clue.
Neither do I.
Yeah, there's like a million characters in Harry Potter. I don't know them all. So I thought they might squeeze in an obscured, lesser known shop. And then we had the leak on Tuesday, I want to say, that it was going to come with Zonkos, which was great. They confirmed that. And Outpost and Dalvish and Bangs was going to be in it. And then when the set was leaked, there was a little shop in between Zonkos and Hogshead Pub. Scriven Shaft's Quills is also there.
Yep.
So to have 7 shops to give me that completed, near completed feel for Hogsmeade. There's still a few other shops that's not going to be there. I think they're going to say that for a micro scale type of set.
Maybe.
And yeah, and I love it. I just think it's the perfect representation of Hogsmeade. And I think because of how fantastic this new Hogwarts system is, and Hagrid's Hut and everything else really flesh out the grounds, we've got a really a Hogsmeade set that is really worthy to be displayed next to Hogwarts, and I just think it's fantastic. I've got not many complaints. Maybe they could have added in a 4th base plate instead of 3, and that's why Tom, you could display it with Diagon Alley as like one big long row. Now you couldn't have Hogsmeade facing Diagon Alley because Diagon Alley is 16 by 32 base plate more. They could have added in an extra base plate just to give the shops a bit more breathing space, because some of those smaller shops, I prefer to use the word cozy, but people might say cramped. But the fact is that we got them anyway, officially in Lego form, is fantastic. Fab, what do you think?
I think I'm thinking right now about what's going on with my build. So I love it. I think it's great. My big thing is that, so, I mean, depending on how long you've been following my channel, I do have a little bit of a city here with my Hogsmeade Mountain, and I do have the Hogsmeade Village set here. And it came with the 3 broomsticks and the and Honeydukes. So,
yeah,
the Honeydukes looks pretty similar to the Honeydukes that I already have.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I'm kind of slightly, I'm like, but
it is wider. I think it is wider a little bit.
I'm hoping it is. But then the 3 broomsticks, oh my god, it's like way bigger, which makes me happy. It's more close to what it is in the movies, and when you go to like Universal or Orlando, it's a lot closer to that, which makes me really happy. I love that we have more shops. I love that we have Zonkos, even though Zonkos really isn't in the movie, or it's just like a little sliver in the background somewhere.
It is just in the background.
Which tells me that they're using Universal Orlando as part of their inspiration, so they kind of can't say that they're going based off of the movies. They need to start saying, well, we also use Universal Orlando or the Universal whatever parks as a inspiration for what we're doing. I really like it. It's day one for me, bar none. I do wish the minifigures were a little better, but because I feel like there's not enough printing on the minifigures for how much we're paying for them. Again, same problem as with the Death Star set. I wish there was just more printing on them. I think it's going to be a really good set. I just want to know what is the gift with purchase going to be, because that's very important to me. I mean, I'm only going to buy one. Luckily, I do have enough. Well, apparently I have 3 of the Hogsmeade Village sets, 2 that aren't built. And so I can always close up the backs if I want to. But I am now going to have to reconsider my layout that I have here. So...
Oh, we got somebody joining in. We've got somebody joining in as well. Nicole's Brick Build World.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello. Hey, Nicole. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think
I'm excited.
For some of the minifigures, I think, just give them plain legs, like Ron, Hermione, Draco, because they wear like plain trousers. But like when you got Horace Slughorn, who's in like a tweed suit,
pinstripe,
it needs leg printing. There's no question. I love his torso.
Rosmerta they all needed leg. Well, not all of them, but like Rosmerta needed leg printing. She doesn't get leg printing. Like the people who should get leg printing aren't getting it. And it's like, come on. Give us a break. Yeah,
it almost makes you think, why couldn't they, unless they ran out of pieces? But they've given us a Rosmerta a couple of times. They probably got rid of all the last Rosmerta torsos in the Advent calendar, because I'd like to think they could just reuse that torso and just give a new leg printing to go with that torso, maybe. But the Zonko's employee, she doesn't have any dress printing. That would have been great. So they got some creative liberties, I think, with these characters that we just never seen. And so it would have been great for them to have a bit more printing on the legs. We have got dress printing for Aberforth for his kilt that he wears, and also Mrs. Flume. Now, Mrs. Flume had leg printing as well in the previous one. Mr. Flume is absent. You can get him in the previous one, but
Yeah, Mr. Flume doesn't have leg printing. Rosemarta doesn't have leg printing, but McGonagall does have her dress printed, but it's not printed in this new one.
oh. Bye, Tom. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Bye, Tom.
Really appreciate it. Are you Lady McBricken? That's what I thought.
You
Is
know,
this
I
Lady
was
McBricken?
wondering the
It is.
same thing.
We have
And
got
I
two
need to
Trevor.
hurry up and build this because my iPad has literally 5% on here.
Yeah.
And I can't plug it into anything without my mic saying no.
I think we got two. We have got two Trevors. Brixplorium and Trevor's videos.
Yeah, we got two Trevors. I do have my little cheat sheet here. Like, I just learned today that Urban Lego Spaceman on Twitch is Peeboo. So I had to add that to my list. Like,
yeah.
Oh.
Tell you what, the only minor criticism that I've got again is that fourth base plate. They could have obviously gave the shops more breathing space, but the fact is that you won't be able to do what you can do with Diagon Alley, where you can have all like the shops facing each other. So you haven't got that shops over there to the left, shops over there to the right for the figures. You're pretty much forced to just put them all in one row, or you can just alter it in a certain way, maybe. That's, just to have shops on either side to give it that village feel.
Yeah, see, like for me, after seeing the leaks, I'm really wanting to put it in my city, replace what I have for Hogsmeade. But like if I try to do it so that it's like a city or like a, so that it has like a street with the shops facing each other, I would have to turn my mountain to go this way as opposed to having it go up against the wall. Which then turns into, well, then I kind of technically sort of need like two of those, which is that's not doable. But like I said, I do have two unbuilt Hogsmeade Village sets, so I could steal pieces from that for at least the 3 broomsticks and honeydukes, and then I could just figure out the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about what
we don't do half-ass jobs over here with the Harry Potter and the Lego. We don't.
I was thinking, like, how do they come to the decision of those shops? And I was thinking, well, okay, Zonko's, because it was seen like there's a shot where the Golden Trio are together. You can see Zonko's just behind, so it had a little bit of screen time. That's just exterior; you didn't see the inside. But it made me think, why do they come to Outpost, Dalvasham Banks, and Scrivenshaft?
So I think
I got a feeling. What's your thoughts, Liz?
So I think that for Zonkos, there is that like little quick scene. I think they also just pulled inspiration from Universal Orlando. It's been a while since I've been there, so I can't remember all the shops that they had in the Hogsmeade part of it. But like they definitely have all the signs for all the different shops. Like they have a Dervish and Bangs, they have a Zonko's, they have all the signs for all the different possible shops at Universal Orlando, either on the Diagon Alley side or on the Hogsmeade side. So I think that they're pulling inspiration from that, and like Zonko's is mentioned, I feel like a decent amount in the books.
Lupin mentions it in the films, doesn't he?
Because
when Harry's caught when Snape catches Harry going round at night, Lupin gets the Marauders map and he says it's merely a Zonko's.
Yeah, and then it is mentioned in there. Now the Dervish and Bangs, I can't remember anything where it was mentioned, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, even though I do listen to the books and I do watch the movies a few times a year, I can't think of anything where those were mentioned. Dervish and Bangs. Outpost makes sense because you're going to have owls in an outpost in every city.
Yes.
So like Diagon Alley is going to have it. Hogsmeade is going to have it. Any other wizarding city that's in or town that's in like Hogwarts Legacy, they're going to have it.
Yeah.
Well, they should. I don't think they actually do in Hogwarts Legacy now that I think about it.
No.
But point is, they could have also just pulled some from Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. They get inspiration by that. I think Owlpost and Dalvish and Bangs was decided because it is mentioned in the films. It's mentioned in the deleted scene, would you believe? It's when Harry doesn't have permission, because obviously he needs parental permission to go to Hogsmeade. So if you remember, he was left on his own.
Yep.
And I thought Hogwarts was awful. They know how horrible the Dursleys are, and so on. So I thought they could have just given him express permission, but hey, that's a different topic. But it's when they come back and the deleted scene starts, and I watched this again because it's been a while since I saw a deleted scene. Immediately, Hermione talks about the Owlpost because she happens to mention the amount of owls that are there, 200 to 300. And then Ron mentions Dalvish and Bangs, and he mentions the sneaker scope, which is that little device that spins and lights up to
when
detect.
an enemy's nearby.
Yeah, because he gives it him because at that time in the story, you think Sirius Black's trying to track him down to kill him. So that's where it's mentioned. Scriven Shaft is not mentioned, I don't think, in the films. I don't think it's mentioned in the books either. I think that's more of a Order of Phoenix because Hogsmeade seems to be a mishmash of Prisoner of Azkaban. There's a little bit of Order of the Phoenix, right? Because they go to Hogshead Pub and you got the printed tile with those who sign up to be part of Dumbledore's army. You got Half-Blood Prince with Malfoy and Slughorn and Katie Bow, and then it could be, and obviously Aberforth there. It's a bit of a Deathly Hallows type of set, but we haven't seen the details of the interior of like a better images that allows us to see the interior. Like, so I want to see if there's the painting of Dumbledore's sister there. We will see.
We'll find out.
Yeah. P-Boo says partly wondering about Hogsmeade to mod into Winter Village buildings since this year's Winter Village set is Winter Village. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder why.
They already have snow on them, so you're halfway there.
Yeah, I think it's the ultimate. I think it's one of those winter. It can be an incredible Winter Village set, and it's up there with like Home Alone, because the traditional Winter Village sets, they are very, very good. But they're nothing compared to like Home Alone and maybe, Winter Village set. And maybe that's probably why they opted for a train, because they got the buildings with Hogsmeade and then they got a train. And then, plus it's been a while since they've made a train. I think it's almost like 8 or 9 years. I think Ian was talking about it on
the been 9 years. 2016 was the last Winter Village train.
Yeah. Oh, TJ, what do you think about Hogsmeade? Sorry, mate. We didn't forget to ask. Yeah. Sorry.
It looks, I know Harry Potter lore, but I'm not into the sets as much as you two are. But I think it looks nice. I think it looks like a good set. I mean, not something I'm going to purchase because I don't collect the Harry Potter sets because I can't get into another theme because it's too much already. But yeah, I'm looking at pictures over here. It looks nice.
We're gonna wear you down, TJ. We're gonna wear you.
Yeah,
down.
we are. Yeah.
It's our goal now.
I mean, I'd love to, but I don't have the space. I don't have the budget, so it's just something that I admire, but I don't dabble in.
Hopefully next year, TJ will be saying less spin jitsu and more Expecto Patronus.
Wow,
that'd be cool.
I really doubt that.
Yeah, less Kai, more Harry. Less Garmadon, more Voldemort.
I'd love to get that the microscale castle. That'd be like my one Harry Potter set. But
Hogwarts Castle and Grounds.
Yeah, but I think deals on that have kind of moved on. So I don't know if that's something that's still in my reach. It's still available for 170, but I think any store that was selling, I don't remember if Meyer was selling it, but if they were, it's already gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that'd be my one set. If I were to get a Harry Potter set, that'd be my one set.
Yeah, it's good set. And it's so easy as well.
Friday.
I mean, if it goes on sale during Black Friday, there's a chance. There's always chances are not zero. So who
You heard
knows?
that, Chris. Chances are not zero.
Not zero. That's progress.
Yeah.
That is progress.
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was on my list, and then I removed it.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're right there.
He removed it from his list.
I mean, I just removed Two Door Corner from my list. I'd love to get that set, but I don't have a city. Which I'm trying to like focus on things,
But that
and
is
it could get added back on because
it's
Two Door
such a
Corner
good
is supposed to be
set.
around. Yeah, and it's supposed to be around through 2028, so it may get added back onto the list. But I'm trying to like only focus on specific things
Yeah.
at the moment, which is mainly Ninjago. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a few other things on the list too. So
Yeah. That's
it
wise.
could get added back on, but I'm just the things go off and on the wanted list.
They do, and there's
Yeah.
some sets that have been on my wish list. I said this on Friday on London Calling. There's been some sets that I've had on my wish list that have just like been taken off. I don't feel like I want them now, but then you find that other sets will end up. Wish list is forever changing. Mark likes Tudor Corner. Privy to
It
build.
could get added back on, Mark. It could.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it was I was looking at a Lumibrick set, and that convinced me to pull Tudor Corner off my list because I was looking at this. It was the art gallery, and I'm like, "This is a lovely set. I want to buy this." And I'm like, "I can't. I don't have a city. I don't have a standard city. I don't have space for it. I don't have room for it." It's like, okay, I need to stop looking at it. And then I thought further, and like, so why do I have Tudor Corner on my list if I don't have a city? So I pulled that off too, and it could get added back on, but who knows?
Yeah.
You know, there's enough on my wanted list right now to worry about. So
yeah,
it is a good set. I will say it is a good set.
I didn't pull it off because I don't like the set. I pulled it off to refocus my interests.
Yeah,
I get it.
I tell you what sets I took off my wish list. I just thought, do you know what? I don't think I need them. And I did have it on my wish list temporarily, and that was the Oscorp Tower. You know, those mini modulars. I like them on my wish list. But I'm thinking, do you know what? I don't think I want them now. I just think they look a little bit too bare and a little bit too compared to like Daily Bugle and that. I just think they just look a little bit too. I just don't think they look good. I've seen like a few reviews of them all together, and it just doesn't look great. You know, and I'm looking at, you know, I want to have. I've got obviously Sanctum Sanctorum and Daily Bugle. I'd like to get Avengers Tower to put next to it. I'm thinking I don't think it's going to get better than that. So I'm thinking I don't need it. If they come out with a fully fleshed out modular version of, you know, Oscorp Tower, then yeah. Well, I've described it as a to-let building. You know, like buildings where they're waiting for a business to rent. It's like that. It's just empty. There's nothing in the interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just boring.
Yeah, the Marvel sets are suffering these days. I don't think they've been doing too well build wise.
That's why I think they're doing these mini modulars is to compromise to the fans, because I think these Marvel modulars, I don't think they're going to be around for a couple of years because they're going from Arkham Asylum. I think there's going to be a Daily Planet or a Superman modular next year, and I just think they're going to focus more on the DC modulars a little bit more. Who knows?
Yeah, that reminds me. There was a text rumor that came out earlier today that there are going to be 3 DC sets in March 26. March 2026. So we don't have names, don't have prices. We just have numbers and piece counts and age ratings. So there's 678 pieces, 12 plus, 220 pieces, 9 plus, and 330 pieces, 9 plus. So yeah, I feel like it's a bit too early for them to have Superman sets coming out, but let's hope they do have Superman sets.
I would argue it's too late for them to have Superman.
I mean, they should have had Superman sets, but if they're like designing based on the movie, or like if they like actually take stuff from the movie and design it based on that, I feel like it might be a little early because they'd actually have to have access to the movie and be able to watch it.
Mark makes a good point. Maybe there are a lot of modulars and traditional modular buildings, modular adjacent type of sets, and there could be far too many. And obviously, you got Ninjago, you got the traditional modular routes, You've got the Marvel modulars, DC now, and you've got like occasionally have like botanical gardens. That is for me a modular because it does everything while the connection pieces and obviously the sidewalk. But it's on 2 base plates, it's modular. So it's for me, it's a modular building.
Yeah, that's still on my wanted list, but
That's on my wife's.
That's special.
Yeah.
Botanical Gardens, absolutely want that one.
Yeah. I just realised the suggestion I made earlier about the game that I thought we could just do maybe once a week, and maybe we can all do that maybe once a week, where I hold a small element from a set, a small build, and you've got to guess the set. Maybe
Like
next week we could all
do,
that's it. It could be a minifigure. Maybe next week we can do it like where you have one, Fab, I have one, and maybe TJ, and then people in the chat can guess what the set is. We got somebody new coming in. We must say hello to
Hey Nodak.
Hi Nodak.
Hey Nodak, how you doing, buddy?
Lizard. Do you guys know the lizard meme?
Nope.
Yeah, it's this whole thing that's happening. Lizard. It's basically the post-credit scene of the latest Pixar movie, Elio, is teasing another movie called Hoppers, but it's just a clip of a lizard pressing the lizard emoji and it's saying lizard over and over again.
Yeah.
And that it's been a whole thing. And I made an emote out of it.
Yeah.
Now there's a lizard.
Are we going to link this game to what they get? The people in chat get some points. Is that right, Fab? You said earlier.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how many yet. Maybe 10 points if they get it right.
Yeah. Should we say that the first person with their answers, and if they're right, so even they like
first person in the chat to get it right gets 10 points.
Okay, and maybe you guys can guess afterwards. Maybe you guys can guess afterwards as well if you want. Maybe we could have. I've got 5 builds. Maybe it can be Fab versus TJ or something. I don't know. Right. Okay. So here's the first build. So guys in the chat, you've got to guess the set. Don't worry about set numbers and so on. You know, I'm not looking at word for word what the set is. So don't feel like you need to put like the set number and the set name and so on. Don't bother doing that. Just if it's just put in one word, we'll know what you mean, or I'll know what you mean.
Well, you can't say Marvel. You can't say Marvel. You
no. It's got to have So let's say, for example, I don't know what example to say here, but if it was like from Disney Camera, just put Disney Camera set or something. Yeah, that just like that. Don't put the theme, the set number.
A good portion of the name of the set.
Yeah,
relatively close.
Yeah. So we can iron out. This is trial and error. We're just going to try and do something a bit new. Right. So here's the first build, right? And I'm starting with the easiest to the hardest. What I think is the hardest, right? If you know it, you know it. So the hardest could be the easiest for you. This is build number 1. Ready? So it's in the chat. What set does this build come from? Come on, put your answers in the chat. What do you think?
No.
I'm correct in my guess.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But like we can't say our guesses out loud, so.
Yeah.
Oh, we have got Martin in the house. Hey Martin, how you doing, buddy?
Hey Martin.
He's just jumped straight in. No hellos or anything like that. How rude. Right.
He wasn't in earlier?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Was he? Well, if he was, if he was, I'm sorry, Martin.
Same here. I'm sorry.
Oh no. He's So Martin thinks it's nearest to Charles. Simon. Okay, Simon. So what I'm going to say is, since you mentioned Sonic, that is your answer. Okay, so you can't change it based on like the comments. So you put that Sonic. So that is going to be your answer. Right. So you think something Sonic. Mateus thinks it's the Stitch House.
Most people think it's the Stitch House.
Yeah.
But Martin was the first one with the Stitch House answer. And then I don't even see the Sonic answer. Am I just being blind? Oh.
Yeah.
I see it now. Don't mind me.
So what do you think then, Fab? What do you reckon it is?
I don't have a clue.
TJ?
Lilo and Stitch House.
That's correct.
Okay, so Martin gets 10 points.
What about Martin? I bet they feel robbed here because he's just come out of nowhere.
Wow.
I will say with Simon's point, like it does look a bit Sonic-esque, but I recognize that it was Lilo and Stitch.
Harry Potter upgraded his broomstick. But yeah, Simon, I agree. He didn't say hello. I mean, that's just like, come on. Like, where's your manners, Martin? Come on. Yeah, -20 for Martin for not saying hello. All right. Build number 12.
Take points away. I do not take points away.
Right. I've got, yeah, points for the gays.
Points for the game.
That's it. Right. Okay. So I'm going to show you the build number 2. All right. Get ready, guys. Ready?
Oh, I think I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it. We've got to let the people in the chat guess as well. Keep stum.
Yep, I know this one.
You can't look up the answers, Fab. That's cheating.
I knew it when I saw it.
Right.
Plus, I can't give myself points. Well, I mean, I could, but
You could. You used to own this channel.
I know. I used to own this channel. Apparently, I don't anymore. What the heck happened?
Okay. All right. Okay. So what do you think then, Fab?
It's Tudor Corner.
DJ. Yeah.
Tudor Corner.
Yeah.
So, who was the first person with Tudor Corner?
Hang on. The host hasn't confirmed whether it's right or wrong yet.
I don't
You're
need.
right.
I don't need to because I have it right there.
Yeah.
So, who was the first person?
It was Tudor Corner.
It was Peeboo.
Peeboo. Well done, Peeboo. Right. Whoever gets the most points wins Fab's Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition.
No, absolutely not. But nice
No.
try.
Right. Is this harder than build number 5? I wonder. Right. I'll go with this. All right. You ready? Yeah. Well done, Peeboo. Right. Ready? Build number 3.
I feel like I know it, but
Mm-hmm.
If that's a question, I can't give you the answers, people. So Mateus thinks it's quality Quidditch supplies.
yeah, I actually don't know.
Oh, see, I thought this might have been the
Yeah,
hardest.
Neither do I.
I
know what you
don't know. NFC.
Mark, can you just elaborate? Late. Come on, we appreciate lazy comments. Come on.
Yeah, no bleeping clue. I think is what it is.
Right, I'm gonna.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is now, like, obviously, there's some people commenting. Some people haven't, so I'm just gonna count to 10. After that, if there's any comments after my countdown is finished, that's it. You can't put it. All right, I'm being strict here. You know, this is it. Peeboo says museum. Peebo, you said, Peebo, I'm going to be harsh, mate. You put friends in your first comment. Right. I'm going to,
I'll
go
let
on.
him have museum as an answer. I will
I've been-
let him have it.
I've been overthrown.
And it is my channel.
All right. Whose quiz show is this? All right. So, okay,
my
Martin's
channel.
coming with the boutique hotel. All right, Peebo, you can have Peebo Queen Fab is spoken. Right. Okay. So, right. Ready? So, what do you think, Fab?
I'm going with Mark's NFC.
Yeah.
What? Can we just tell me what NFC is? Does anybody know what that is?
No
No
bleeping clue. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm not good with initials.
Trust me.
Initials and this
Him
and
the-
that. Right. Nobody is correct.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Mateus. Right. This is down to you, Fab. Right. I'm gonna promote a democracy here. Liz can make this decision since it's her channel. Right. So Mateus said it was quality Quidditch supplies. So obviously he's assuming the play scale version. It's not. It was actually the set the year before. It was in the Ollivanders and Madame Malkin set. It's a side build that comes with the Flower Girl minifigure that you get in that set. What do we think? Mateus did get it wrong. It's a different set.
It's a different set, so it's wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
If it would have been the big Diagon Alley, I would have let him have it.
Yeah.
But
no.
Playscale Diagon Alley.
That's right. So it's in Ollivanders and Madame Malkin's. That was in the second Playscale Diagon Alley set.
Right. Simon's right. He did get the theme right, at least. Closer than everybody else.
Oh, you can't get him points for that because it's like if you say, oh, it's Lego Star Wars, that's an umbrella term for like 1,000 sets. Yeah, so Mateo says, I knew it was one of them, but I build both consecutively. Yeah, you build a lot every single day on Instagram. I'm seeing you building something. Each of your fingers must have 6 packs, Mateus. Jesus Christ. Right. Okay. Oh, Mateus, yeah, if I buy, like, if you're Britastic, if I buy a number of sets again, you are, because your hands are so strong, you're helping me carry them back to my room. I'm just making that clear. Right. So, here we go. Build number 4. Ready?
Ready.
I recognize the build. I don't know where it's from. Oh, I think I got it. I think I know where it's from. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to see if it's in any of the sets that I've actively built. And I don't think it is.
Okay. Well, welcome to look at your sets. If you've got any sets behind you. Right, let's have a look at the answers. So, Mark thinks Birch Books.
Makes sense.
So if he's right, he gets the point. He was the first one. Mateus is saying Bookshop. That's the same as Birch Books, I assume. A Winter Village Toy Shop. Man, good shout. You know. Oh, Martin's gone in with City Advent Calendar.
I was thinking Advent Calendar.
Absolutely, because they do a lot of these toy builds.
Little tiny builds.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the Advent Calendar, the last one, but I don't know.
You don't know. What do you think, TJ?
I think it's the bookshop. I will say that I had like an initial thought of a creator toy shop, but I'm pretty sure it's the bookshop.
Okay. I can confirm it is the bookshop, Birch Books. So that is.
So that's Mark.
Yep.
I'll be adding your points after the stream. Because I don't know how to do it during the stream. So after the stream.
Just make it easier. I've had to put this next one on a brick separator just so it's easy to see. Right, this is the last one. Ready?
Oh boy.
Something tiny.
A 1x1. Black rabbit. I'm only joking. It's not that.
Wow.
Would I be so cruel?
Everybody gets points.
Yeah.
That's in every single set.
This is the real one. Okay. So this is what I thought was the hardest. Now, it's probably only hard if you don't know it. Right, ready? This is the last one. This is the your last chance to win some points. Ready?
What the?
What is that?
I can't even tell what it's supposed to be.
It's Lego.
What trying
Durr.
to
It's
create?
supposed to be like a rug or something, like a bearskin rug.
It's my mock of Aragog.
It's a micro scale Aragog.
Yeah, I'm displaying this at Bricktastic. Don't laugh, guys. What are you doing? Say you're soon guess Gringos. Not the actual bank. This isn't the actual bank. Simon thinks Star Wars.
No, the Star Wars
Yeah,
referring to the 1x1 stud.
Okay.
Yeah.
All things Cantina. Aragog. Durburger set. Wow, that's a good shout.
I like his thinking. Though.
Oh,
I like
possibly.
his thinking. Okay, Nicole seems like she's just like, that is definite. Her guess is it. Like, she is 100% positive.
Yeah.
But is she right?
You take these pieces off, and then you put the saddle on. It's the Mos Eisley Cantina.
So Nicole was right.
Nicole was right. There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Nicole, do I put it on this account or do I put it on the Lady McBrick account? I need to know which one to put it on. And congratulations.
There we go. Maybe next week we can all find a build each, us three, and then
Oh yeah.
we can get a chat. Yeah, that was quite fun.
Yeah,
Let us know if you enjoyed that, guys.
Yeah, you guys will know that whatever build I show is Ninjago. You just have to guess where it's from.
Which Ninjago it's from.
Yeah.
So I will automatically be out. So
Yeah.
It could be anything. Yeah, like obviously I got primarily Harry Potter, not completely Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
would.
one little build. You can make it as hard as you want, because you can you can take it from Ninjago set, and it could look like it's anything else really.
Yeah, I've got like this. Like I could do this. I'm not actually gonna do this because I don't even remember where this is from.
Oh, that's a toothbrush, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you put the spinner on top and it spins the spinner.
Yeah, absolutely. You can be. I think obviously this is just a work in progress. Do you reckon? Should we have like a criteria? Like it's got to have more than 3 pieces or something. I don't know. Because the thing is, one piece could be enough to guess. I think it could be anything. It could be a printed element. It could be, yeah.
Okay, put it on Lady McBrick. I will do that. I mean, that makes the most sense because everybody knows you as Lady McBrick.
I'm discovering all kinds of fun Ninjago builds.
Yeah,
this would be great.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it as hard as
we'll have the TJ will be the Ninjago edition of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna like look around, find some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be swapping out the B with a P with my middle Lego name. I'll tell you, I'm gonna make it so difficult.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, where it's realistic, you could still guess. I'm not going to have I was just joking, showing you that rounded piece, but I'm going to make it a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely can't be a single piece. That's for damn sure. We'll have to work out like off stream what our criteria will be for us. I finished.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, Pokemon. Apparently, Pokemon early 2026. $60. There's 2 sets, 2 18+ sets. Yeah, is that what you saw, TJ?
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff is leaking at the moment. Some Star Wars stuff, Disney stuff, Pokemon.
Where's this? Which channel's that?
Princess. I've just got it on the Lego League Reddit. Lego Minecraft Goat seems to be the one posting all this stuff, so let me check his Insta story.
A lot of leaks come from Reddit, don't they?
Yeah, all this stuff gets posted there.
So you finished then, Fab?
I finished.
It's a lovely set, that is.
I love this. This is so cool.
That is nice, yeah. That rounded piece in the middle, that window. That
window is fantastic. And then there's Wednesday's side of the room. I love the tassels on her lamp. And then there's Enid's side of the room.
Yeah, that's me.
I love it.
It will be next week.
And then, is it on both of her? So on
Mateo's
for the dress where she's wearing the dress, her lips are actually printed in metallic ink.
Nice.
Which I think is really, really cool.
A black 1x1 rounded still comes in 587 sets. Well, which one is it? Which set am I? Not again.
I don't think I've ever seen lips printed in a metallic ink before.
No, I don't.
But I think
so. What was your favorite part of the build?
The dish piece. That's the window.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the star right there. That's it. And the gargoyles. I love the gargoyles. The gargoyles are cool too.
Yeah, they're nice pieces.
But that window, oh my god, that's awesome.
They use a lot of those worm gears.
Essential.
Yeah, they're using those worm gear pieces a lot at the moment, Lego.
Yeah.
Workshops, Burrow, that set. I think there's another one as well somewhere.
It's in the gift with purchase from last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It seems like sometimes, whether you find this with Lego, like there's a piece that you don't always come across, and all of a sudden you see it a lot throughout the year.
That would be one.
Yeah.
That would definitely be one.
TJ, have you got what you got done? What was it you was?
I mean, I cleaned off a base plate, and then I was messing around with figure combinations earlier for Ninjago variants that I'm making, but yeah, nothing really to show.
Yeah.
I'm going to be finishing this tomorrow, though. This is going to be exciting.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah. I can already transform it some. So you can get that, and then there's the legs. So this will be like mech form, but I'm going to prefer jet form. And it looks to be fun so far. Yeah.
No, Mateus, yeah. But Mateus, you got to guess. Come on. What set?
Yeah, we'll have to come up with like some guidelines for ourselves. For like how many pieces or something like that.
But it could be a figure, it could be a printed piece, it could be like a sticker element.
Printed piece. It would have to be something that's unique to only one set.
Yeah.
That might
be a
little difficult.
Not that set.
Looking around, I'm seeing a few
bridge. That bridge piece, that bridge print that you sometimes see.
Yeah. Like that would be like, well, that comes in like 5 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would have to like know other people's what we own as sets, which sorry people, I have quite a bit.
It's a lot of Ninjago for me.
See, I have across different themes. I have across different themes.
I've got.
See, I'm already trying to figure out what I'm going to do for next week. Like, well, now what could I do to trip you guys up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a few different Ninjago small builds that I can dig around and find and say like, oh, where did this come from?
Yeah. Because there's definitely, there's some stuff. I think we could all come up with a couple of things.
Oh, definitely.
I think this will be fun.
Yeah.
It will be fun. And everybody will get, first person who gets it right gets 10 points.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'll need to figure out how to add points while in the stream.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, while there are still some people here, if anybody here uses Streamlabs, please reach out. I need help. Thank you. But anyway, on that note, we are past our time. And for some reason, it is quite warm in here. I don't know if it's me or if there's just no air conditioning for some reason, but I'm getting quite warm and I need to find something very cold. So, before I melt away over here, we need to find somebody over on the purple side to...
I do have someone in mind.
Do you have somebody in mind? Who do you have in mind?
Law Lego. Law Lego is
Is he
streaming.
on? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
I'm
he's on.
following him.
I can.
Yogurt King. Oh, there he is. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll go to
He's
him.
on. He's fundraising for Stand Up to Cancer as well. So one of the many people fundraising to
we
make
will
sure.
Definitely go to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Also,
will go over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And slight plug for me.
Yeah,
I'm fundraising for Stand Up to Cancer as well. So I'll be on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, and I might be on at another time later in the week. So so tune in and donate if you can. I'm
streaming with Martin and Maxine tomorrow. We're continuing our Stand Up to Cancer. I think I've got Martin, just refresh my mind. Martin, I think it's on Martin's channel. I believe so. Yeah. So that's where we're going to be. Mad Lips.
Awesome.
Mad Monday.
Awesome. So we're gonna go over to La Lego, Greg, over on the purple side. Make sure you catch TJ tomorrow for his Stand Up to Cancer, and Chris on Mad Libs for Stand Up to Cancer. If you can donate, great. If you can't, just say hey, hi, how are you doing, and hang out for a little bit. On that note, let me start the raid button over here.
Put the wrong way here. Yeah, it's just done that. There we go.
All right. And on that note, bye, everyone. Thank you for
joining
us. And we'll work out our game a little bit better for next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
As apparently